Good morning, everybody. So in today's video, I am going to do a cleaning video. So I am trying to get all of these scratches off my cooktop here. And there's scratches and white marks and like just scuffs. And I'm going to attempt to get some of this off. So we're going to try Cerama Bryte. I think this is only going to work so well. We're going to do vinegar and baking soda. We're going to do metal polishing cream. I heard this works really, really well. We're going to try that. And then, unconventional way here, I watched a tutorial where they used really high grade fine sandpaper and like 800 to 1200 grit. And they used it wet to buff out some of the scratches. I'm a little skeptical, but we're going to see how far we get and if we're going to attempt this. So that is what we're doing in today's video. We're attempting to take out scratches off my cooktop. So just to give you a little better look on what we're dealing with here, like this one is the one I use the most, clearly. This one has a few, and there's almost nothing on those ones. So we're going to start with Cerama Bryte and see how much of this we can get off, and then we'll continue with baking soda and vinegar. So let's try Cerama Bryte first. See if this is even open. It's not. I just bought all these products to try and get this clean. Okay. So let's try this. I have no idea how much of this I'm supposed to use, so. I have used Cerama Bryte before. It works okay. It's not my favorite. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how this works. Try my best to get it all nice and clean. So I'm going to let the Cerama Bryte sit on this for a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and scrub it a little bit. We're probably going to do that with a few of these things, especially the vinegar and baking soda. We'll probably leave it sit for a little bit. So I left the Cerama Bryte on for about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to scrub a bit. Add a little bit of water here. I'm mostly trying to remove the scratches from the cooktop here. Especially in this area where I know this is going to be the most difficult to try and remove some. I don't expect Cerama Bryte to work. This is more just to clean the surface for the other portions. Okay, so let's start wiping this off. It did take off some of the stuff around this burner, from what I'm seeing here. We'll see. I'm a little skeptical if any of this is going to come off, but we'll see. It's the whole point of this video, is to try these different methods. So okay. It's in the cracks, so I'm just getting it out of the cracks here. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Yes, it's better. Like, it got some of this stuff off, but not all of it. So let's try the baking soda and vinegar. So in the videos, they literally just spread it on like this. I'm going to do it mostly on these two. The other three up here don't have marks on them. Okay. And then it says to either add water or vinegar. So we're just going to add a little bit of vinegar. Oh, I think this is new. It is. Okay. So you're supposed to turn it into a paste. You see the reaction that starts? That's why I chose to use vinegar instead of water. Wonder if you can hear the bubbling. So we're going to turn it into a paste. Need a little bit more. Added a little bit too much. A loose paste, it says. So do that. It's not too bad. Add a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on for another 10 minutes or so. Maybe 20, we'll see. And then we'll come back and we'll try and scrub it and see if it made a difference. It's been about 15 minutes, so let's see how well this did. I'm skeptical. We'll see. Okay, so I usually use a scraper like this. We'll try and get some of the stuff off the edge here. I do it on an angle so it doesn't scratch the glass. This part I usually don't have trouble getting off. It's more the scratches that I'm attempting to get off. Okay, so that doesn't really look any different to me. I mean, I got some of this stuff off more, but the scratches, it didn't really do anything for the scratches. It did loosen this stuff up though. Normally this stuff is quite hard to get off, so it did loosen some of this up. This is literally stuff boiling, like water boiling over or anything like that, and it'll cause this rim here. Oh, my blade's coming out. I'm going to try this last little section here, and then we'll try some metal polishing cream to try and get some of the scratches out. Okay. Okay, let's try the metal polishing cream. So I bought this stuff. So we're going to try it. Apparently metal polishing cream works really well. We'll see. It doesn't say how much to use, so I'm just going to use a bit here. This one I did notice some of the scratches are a little lighter. This one here though, not really. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use a dry scouring sponge here. In the tutorial there was a few people that used electric buffers. I do not have one of those, so we're just going to try it by hand here. So, if you guys have any tips on how to diminish some of the scratches on here and buff some of them out, that would be great, because some of these things don't seem to be working, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to scrub this for about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll see the results. Well, I've been scrubbing this and scrubbing this and scrubbing it. So let's wipe it off. I can see already that it didn't take everything off, but let's wipe it off. Yeah, this one's still quite scratched. This one is a lot less though. It was very minor scratches on this one. Maybe if I had used a buffer, an electric buffer to do this, it might work better, but I'm only seeing a very minimal improvement. Okay. Let's try the very last thing, which is the sandpaper. Like I said, it's a very, very fine grit sandpaper. So that's what we're going to try and use here. This does make me kind of nervous, but we're going to attempt it. So let's try it on the little part over here. It says to add some water to it. Very, very fine grit. Extremely fine here. I don't want it to scratch it further though. But apparently it helps buff off the surface scratches without causing more because it's so fine grit. Oh, that looks like it might actually be buffing some of these small ones out. I'm kind of surprised. Highly surprised at the moment, actually. Let me wipe that and see if it's doing anything, because it looks like it is. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay, I've been proven wrong a little bit. That took off a lot of those little surface scratches on this side. Okay, I'm not as skeptical now. That looks great. Okay, we'll see how well it does on this. Pour some more water. Okay, just do it. Any improvement would be good, so. I was very, very skeptical on trying this, just because it's sandpaper on glass, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, right? But I watched tutorials and it worked like a charm, so I figured it was worth giving it a shot. It has to be extremely fine grit sandpaper though. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? That's actually taking some of it off. Oh my gosh. I'm really surprised right now. Okay, I need a little bit more water. Wow, okay. That lightened a lot of it already. So, I wouldn't do this with an electric sander. You don't want it to be too rough. Oh my gosh, this is working so much better than I thought it would. Wow, that looks so much better already. I'm kind of impressed. I didn't think that I would get all the scratches out, but this is getting out a lot more than I expected already, so I'm kind of happy with this. And it's not scratching the glass, which is shocking to me. Wow. I'm really surprised. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I have to say. Okay. I'm just so surprised. Dang. Okay, so I'm going to do this for a couple more minutes just so you don't have to sit here and watch me scrub. And as soon as I'm done to the best that I can get this, I will show you the end product, because I think this is going to be a good transformation. Okay guys, this is the finished product. I got out like 90% of what was on this burner. I'm going to put up a before picture next to this for you guys so you can see. Let me just pull out a little bit so I can put it in the corner here for you. I am pretty happy with this result. I got out a huge amount of the scratches off of this. There are some obviously wear and tear in here that's not going to come off. I am super happy with how the sandpaper worked. I'm actually kind of shocked. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'll see you next time. Bye.